G Squad, what's happening with y'all, baby, man? Tall Guy Car Reviews back with another video, man. You see, we in the Hellhawk. It's about 7 in the morning right now. Just got done with the gym. If you follow me on Snapchat, you'll be in the loop and stay tuned into everything I'm doing. Corey Barrett, one word. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Tall Guy Car Reviews as well. All right, and my Twitter is Tall Guy Car RVWS. Make sure you follow me on everything. I got a Facebook fan page, Tall Guy Car Reviews. Quick pull, real quick in the Hellhawk, baby. Woo! Woo! Y'all hear that thing, baby? Come on, man. We ain't taking the Hellhawk on the dyno today. We taking the Hellcat and putting it on the dyno today. So y'all can hear that supercharger whine. See all the legendary stuff that's gonna come with it, man. Without further ado, man, I gotta pick up my guy E, bring him to school, and I'll see you when we get in the Hellcat, baby. All right, we got my guy E in the building. We waiting outside the school right now. About to, well, he about to head to school, then I'm about to head to the shop. I'm about to put this car on the dyno, or either the Hellcat. Which one do you think I should do? What's it? I was thinking about it on the way over here. Should I take the Hellhawk? Or should I take the Hellcats to put it on the dyno? You know them things on the YouTube videos when you put a car and it just spins really and drives really fast, but it doesn't go nowhere. It's strapped down, and it gives you like all them numbers on the paper and all that. Yeah, that's what I'm about to go do. So you think I should take this or the Hellcat to do it? Hellcat. Ooh, that's tough.
Don't put the drag radios on yet.
Well, I don't got the drag radios yet. I still gotta buy the drag radios.
Dang.
Yeah, but I'm gonna take this, maybe. No, okay, the Hellcat. I'll take the Hellcat. It would be dope to take the Hellcat, so I already told him I was going to take the Hellcat, so I might as well just take the Hellcat, huh?
Which one has
maybe the
more
Trackhawk next time.
This one has more wheel spin or the Hellcat?
Which one, what?
Has more wheel spin.
Oh, the Hellcat.
Hellcat.
Because it's rear wheel drive. This is all wheel drive.
Hellcat.
Yeah, off to school.
Corey, I can see it, right? Oh.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, I got the hiccups now.
Me. I wanted this.
Love you, dog. All right, have a good day at school. School first, girl second. That's what you get. That's why you fail. I got damn hiccups. What the hell wrong with me? All right, man. We are here. Let's lock that joint, man. Look at the Hellcat. Trackhawk still looking clean, ain't it? Make sure y'all follow my Instagram, Snapchat, and my Twitter. So ASAP. And if you ain't subscribed, subscribe ASAP. All right, here we go, baby. Let's take this thing to the dyno, man. Let's open the mook up. And let's go, man. You see the merch on, man. TallGuyCarReviews.com. The website is officially up and running, baby. Go get your merch ASAP. We are headed to High Tech Motorsports to put the Hellcats on the dyno. You hear the supercharger whine? That's not even me stepping on it. I'm not even stepping on it. You hear how loud that thing is? I can't wait to hear how loud that thing really go when I got that thing on the dyno, man. But without further ado, man, I will see y'all when we get to High Tech Motorsports, man. Go on. We are here. Look at that 200 on the dash like that, looking bright red too. I like when it look like that. Looks some legendary, super crazy, man. We are here at High Tech Motorsports. Let's go, baby. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Do so ASAP, baby. Let's go. High Tech Motorsport, man. They about to bring this joint in the back, about to put it on the dyno, and we're gonna see how this whole thing break down and how it work, man. Y'all hear that thing come to life like that? Let's go up in here, man. Say what's up to YouTube, champ.
Hello.
Say what's up, man. His son watches my YouTube channel.
Hey, right on.
Say what's up to him, man.
People.
Shout out your sons. What's their names?
Dylan and Parker.
There you go, Dylan and Parker. Shout out to y'all. And you got Brett right here, the owner.
I'm Bart.
Bart, I'm Brett. Bart. Shit, I'm terrible with names. So go ahead, tell them their number again in case they want to call you. A few people called in here, so go ahead and tell them.
763-712-9088. And yes, I'm here 6 days a week, as we know.
Yeah.
Since we all still know that I still have no life. So.
But we got a lot of stuff coming. Tell them everything we're gonna be doing coming soon, Bart.
We've got all kinds of things we can do. We're just talking about it. We're going to do engine builds, showing how that works, porting of cylinder heads, blowers, turbos, nitrous, big block motors, drag stuff, transmissions, rear ends, suspension, fuel systems. It's an awful lot, but we do everything here. So if we're talking about getting into it, it depends what you guys want to see. and what he wants to do. But we've got a 25,000 square foot shop here, and we stay busy year round doing stuff that there are very few shops around the country that actually do it.
Right, and they valid.
Yeah.
So, oh, and the other thing was, what about the Trackhawk? Because I want to, can I put that on the dyno too?
We can. We just take and we can pull a fuse and take out the actuator for the front wheel drive on it, and we put those on all the time, and they make all kinds of crazy noise. So
Okay, well, there y'all go. I ain't understand what he said, but y'all get it right there. He's going to break it down. He's going to put it in there, and then we're going to put it on the dyno. Trackhawk's coming. I'm going to put that thing on the dyno too, and future mine's coming for the Hellcat. And I'm going to talk to Barrett right now. We're going to figure out what we're going to do. So it's already strapped up. Little block things there. It's about to be crazy. Hold on. Oh, that's dope. Oh, shit. I almost tore my damn ACL. Look at that. That's crazy. It's on the wheels. So y'all got it on straps back here. That's crazy. I'm really at the dyno right now, y'all. That's nuts.
in my world, if I can get you to the point where every time you drive your car and you start it, you think about what's going on internally, what's going on with the transmission, the rear end when you drive it. The most important thing that people understand is when you drive your car and go into a corner, okay, people say, well, the suspension's bad. You know what the first thing is that crushes on the car to make it roll over?
What's that?
That body roll? It's the sidewall on the tire.
Really?
Squishes first. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know. Nobody does. So you can change completely the way a car handles. That's why they went to these taller rims with a shorter sidewall. Okay?
Okay.
Because they're not so susceptible to different changes of air pressure. Because the sidewall's only that short. It can only move, that far.
Right.
In the old days, like in this old shit.
You got a jet ski in there. You working on a jet ski?
That's my wife's jet ski.
Oh, are you working on it though?
No. Started here in the
I said, damn, you a jack of all trades. You do everything. Oh, that's dope. Y'all ain't had this one in here last time.
This is in the middle. See how that's got about a 3.5, 4 inch
Yep.
sidewall? So when this car rolls over, when it turns, first thing that happens is this sidewall crushes down. Then the suspension starts to work.
Okay.
And the springs only control the ability for the car to ride at a height. And the shocks then absorb the rate that it can go up and down.
Okay.
There's 2 sections to that type of stuff.
Oh, okay.
Anti-sway bars, everything else. Let's go. So this is the new style, like your car. See how short that sidewall is?
Yep.
So this
Compared to the other one.
Right. So the way with the old cars, like this guy, when he leaves, he'll have 45 PSI versus 28 in the rear tires, and probably 42 to 43 in the front.
So he got staggered wheels on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That will change the way the car handles on the highway. It'll be much quicker to turn in because instead of having like 28 PSI and it's going to squish down an inch, it's going to have 40 or 45 PSI. It's going to take it down maybe a half an inch.
Okay.
So all of a sudden the car feels tighter. Guys go, oh, you fixed my suspension. I'm like, yeah, I put air on the tires.
Yeah.
So this is the E-Force blower. This is made by Eaton Corporation out in Eaton, Minnesota. This is the same thing that's on your Hellcat.
Same exact thing.
Yep, same exact look. This is a 2.3 liter blower. That means it moves 2.3 liters of air per given amount of time. You've got a 2.4 liter on your car, slightly larger. They have high helix rotors, but don't worry about that. What all it does is this runs off the crank, and all it does is spin, and you've got rotors inside. Let's see if they'll, you can't see them, they're all covered up in this one. There's rotors right in here. That's all this is, 2 rotors that go side by side. Come back here. These are the original manifolds. They go up to the cylinder head itself, and we're going to take them on. We're going to put long tubes on them. Make sure.
So they come straight from there.
Yeah, they're going to come all the way down into great big long tubes right here, and then go right
Poke
up.
all the way down. Oh, okay.
Now there's a set of long tubes on this old Chevelle over here.
Let's check them out. That's a nice ass Chevelle though. I always like those, man. It ain't got the stripes though. I always wanted, if I got one, it had to be a Chevelle with stripes.
Yep. So here's a long tube header. It comes off the cylinder head, comes down in a tube. I believe these are 1 3/4 inch and 7/8, and goes to what they call a collector, which is usually at this size tube. Is a 3 or 3.5 inch that I mix down into going into dual exhaust. Okay.
Okay.
So it's the inertia of the gas that works well with the header. It's the distance it comes out in this length of tube to hit this, and what happens is the pulse expands.
Okay.
When that happens, it helps pull the exhaust out of the cylinder head, causing its inertia of the gas. And that's why the header works. It's this length is real important. It's usually 27 to 32 inches long. And then it comes into a collector that's larger. Now, you can't hear it with your ear when the car is up past idle. But these things go every other one or close to it. So the pulse hits, and then that helps draw the next one out, and the next one, and the next one. That's how this stuff works.
Okay.
This blower that's on your Hellcat has an intercooler. It actually is kind of an after cooler. And it goes underneath and pulls water through it right here. And it cools the blower, and it goes to another radiator that's cooled by air. just like your radiator in your car. It's got 2 radiators now.
Right.
So what this is, when you put the compressed air through it, it gets hot. When you compress air, it gets hot.
Right.
So you try to cool it down before it goes through in the engine because it makes a whole lot more horsepower when it's cold air. You know, so your car runs better when it's 30 degrees outside and you work on the throttle and it goes like a bastard. If it's 120 outside with the air conditioning on, a little slower.
Right.
Yeah, the car is protecting itself and the hot air makes less power. So this is what they call a screw type charger. It's got 2 rotors that just cup the air. Boop, boop, and they keep going like this.
Okay.
Like you're like
recycling. Just keep recycling it through.
Match. It pulls it in the top and shoots it out the bottom.
Okay.
And all it does is accelerate it because the crank pulley will be this big. And then these pulleys are what we do the control the RPM of the supercharger.
Okay.
So if you have a 7-inch bottom and a 3.5-inch top, it's overdriven 2 to 1. So 7, 3.5, 2 to 1.
Yep.
So to make it more boost, you take this down from a 3.5-inch down to 3, and this is the smallest. The smallest one they make is going on there. It's a 2.625.
Okay.
So that's the maximum power that this blower will make. It actually overdrives the blower by about 15%. Talk to the engineers up at the Eaton Corporation when they make these things just out here, and the guy was very helpful. He's like, "Yep, here's what happens. Everything's good."
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've got a whole website that'll talk to you about efficiencies and heat generation.
So do you think I should do that on my Hellcat?
We're going to take it down a little bit, but we don't need to take it all the way down to the super small side because remember, I've got a built 426 with a big camshaft. When you've got the big camshaft, same as in that black all-wheel drive Jeep thing.
Okay.
You're bleeding off a little bit of cylinder pressure. Remember now we talked about the cam lobes. When you get a camshaft that's bigger, not only is the lift taller, but the duration is longer and you have more overlap.
Okay.
So the air comes in and some of it squeaks out.
Right.
With your stock camshaft, the air comes in and mostly gets trapped.
Okay.
Okay. So you got to be a little careful on detonation gets you. If you were going to tell me, hey, I'm going to run 102 unleaded race gas all the time,
yeah, I'm not everybody going to do that unless
it won't break. But if you go too far and it detonates, the car will try to protect itself, but eventually it will break shit.
Okay.
I have a whole case for
that's what I don't want. That's everything I said I don't want to do.
It's the exact same one you just looked at. It's just strapped down to the motor.
Okay.
Okay, so it goes in, pushes stuff through the intake manifold.
Just different exterior look of it.
Correct. They change everything because nobody wants to have the exact same looking blower because then you just be like, well, I looks like
I never knew that.
Oh, yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
So when you said that was like the same as mine, I'm like, I don't know, it looked different.
Yep.
Same internals, just different exterior.
Take one girl, put 3 different dresses on her.
Right.
Still got the same curves and shapes, but it looks different.
So how all does this like I never understood the point of a dyno other than the fact like if you're modding it, you want to see the horsepower changes and all that stuff.
And that's what it's for.
Okay.
You just remember the dyno gives you a starting point of what your cars make for horsepower and torque. And then you see what your changes make every step along the way. We make one change at a time. So we may do exhaust next and see what that picks up without changing the tuning.
Right.
Then after we do the exhaust, then we'll change the tuning, see what that picks up. Right. Then after that, we'll do the pulley, see what that picks up. You change one thing at a time. That way you know what you paid for.
Right.
It also gives you feedback for what really happens. And that's why a lot of the manufacturers of stuff, products for these cars, don't like me. Because I don't lie. I don't cheat the test.
Well, you like me then, man.
Yeah, I'm just like, hey, guess what? Your shit didn't work.
Right. Facts.
Well, give them that. Thanks for that. Appreciate it.
Right.
So there's a lot of stuff out there that just doesn't work well, but they fake the tests up, and it's easy to do on one of these things. All you do, to do a test properly, you warm the car up to its operating level, you make sure everything's exactly the same. 210 degrees, been warmed up through the drivetrain. You make your pull, and you look at your air fuel, you look at your horsepower and torque curve, you go, great, that's my baseline.
Right.
Now, the next thing you do when you come in for your next deal, let's say the exhaust we're going to do first.
Or the headers. Which ones?
Well, same thing.
Same time or different times?
I do it at the same time.
Okay.
It's just, if the car's up in the air, we'll tear it all out and start over.
Okay.
You know, we can do it any way you want. I don't really care.
Now, I'm going to follow you. You the man. You know all this stuff, so I'm following how you say we should do it.
So the way that you get a proper reading for what you just paid your hard-earned money for is you put the car back in the dyno with your new modifications. You take it to the same temperature that you started the other pull at. And everything's the same.
Okay.
So the only thing that changed was the headers.
Right.
Now, the dyno has a built-in computer with an air station.
That thing right there?
Yep.
Okay.
That actually senses the air, the temperature, the pressure, because it'll change from day to day and that can throw your readings up. But it calculates everything through the module to put it all back to 1. So
Okay.
it doesn't matter. If you come in at, say, 20 below zero, make a pull, it makes 700 horsepower. You go, bonus day. You
Right.
come in July and it's 120, and now it makes 650. You're like crying in your beer. Not true, because this one actually has all the internals in the computer that will take that air that comes in, the pressure that's going on, temperature of the cell, and changes that so you get the same reading.
Okay.
Can it be off by 1/2 of 1%? Yeah, probably. Don't care.
Right.
The guys that can cheat these tests, here's how they do it. So all you watch at home when you're buying something, they go up to 40 extra horsepower, up to.
Right.
What they do is they take a car like this, they put it on the dyno, they run it until it's hotter than hell. Then they make their baseline pull. And it whistles up, say, 600 horse at the wheels. Then they go, everybody go to lunch. And they come back, and the car's all cooled off, and they put their little cold air intake on it, and they fire the car up, and they run it right away. Now, the water temperature is, instead of being 220, it's like 130. The incoming air temperature, instead of being 120, is now 70 or 65. And the car makes, an extra 40 horse.
Huh.
Okay. My problem is, with the way they should really test, is they go back the exact same temperature and run it back to back. Okay?
Okay.
So it starts out 215, when you do the first pull, 215 degrees, incoming air temp is 120, let's just say. When you make your next pull, to make sure this is all correct, actual legitimate setup, it should be the exact same temperatures. Don't go out to lunch, let everything cool down, then fake it up with a cold, because it'll make a difference. Cold versus hot, these motors will change 20 to 25 horse.
Oh, okay.
That's why I tell you, when you go to the track with one of these things, you get yourself a cooler, you get 4 or 5 bags of ice, you put them right on top of the supercharger, a little spray bottle we got all over the place. You spray it down. You cool that supercharger down until it's ice cold. She'll make power. But if it gets hot, it won't make that, it loses power.
That supercharger wine made a super big difference. That was crazy. I didn't know it was gonna be like that. I knew it was gonna be. I heard people say it was gonna be louder, but I didn't think it was gonna be like that. Like that was nuts. I rock with that.
Yeah,
I like
that's
that.
good.
So now that really got me kind of hooked to thinking about what the headers could do, the exhaust, all the other internal stuff you're telling me about. Now it really got me thinking like, damn, this could be really crazy. So I'm into it now.
Again, the Hellcat has proven it'll take 900 crank horse and be reliable.
Right.
The minute we get carried away and try pushing around with nitrous oxide on top, and our guys are going to say, yeah, I'm still running 1,200 horsepower, things were perfect all of its life. Yep, he's lying.
So then now all we do is what? We just start it and then hit the pedal? Is that how this works?
Bring up all these screens, I'm going to move it, I'm going to move it up just a little bit, I'm going to check the numbers, we're going to go right back to that same 210 degrees type stuff. We're just going to give you a baseline now, so every time you come in to change stuff, we look at what it changes all the way around. And you
Every
have all
time.
those printouts.
Okay.
So you started with X, then you got exhaust and long tube headers. Now you're at X plus 20, 25 horse.
Okay.
And then we're going to end up doing a tune. And now it's X plus 25 plus another 15. Then it's going to be a tune with a pulley. Now it's X plus 25 plus 50 or 70.
Right.
Because the pulley is going to make the biggest
Okay.
difference. But we got to do all the stuff one at a time.
Okay, cool.
While you're in there.
All right, well, let's get it.
Let's get her going. So we're going to get the thing fired up. I'm going to run it up till it's warm. I'm going to hit the go button. When you see this area that says clear area behind dyno,
Yep, right here.
yep. When it says green sampling, that's when we make the run. So when I get
Just
down,
hit the
I
gas?
button, yeah, I'm going to do it.
Oh, I was gonna say, I think you should probably not.
If you want to, you can.
No, I'll watch you do it. And the next time I come in, I'll watch you do it. I'll learn. And next time you come in, I'll do
Right
it.
inside. If you want to sit inside and do it.
No, I want to be out here. I want to see I want to catch the whole legendariness of it.
When you look up, there's another screen right here.
So tell me, why do you have to cut traction control off to do a dyno?
Because the front wheels aren't moving. The back wheels are going like a bastard.
Oh, okay.
So the car thinks, whoa, we're spinning the tires, shut everything off, holy crap.
Right.
Right.
Huh, okay.
But
Learn something
These
new.
were all set up with track mode. They know what people are going to do. I mean, it's
Right.
a big surprise.
Yeah, facts.
You know, the
All
big
right.
thing is they have 2 settings in this one. I believe Hellcat has it all, so you got to hold the button down. It'll give you the first chime.
Yeah, I didn't know that when I did my first burnout, so it was embarrassing. I tried to do a burnout with that off or with that on. I didn't cut it off properly, and it was embarrassing.
Yeah. And there are several tuners you can buy that will allow you to shut off your traction control all the time. The problem is you'll crash.
Right. Yeah, I like to keep mine on. Just for the only time I like to take that off is if I'm gonna do the next burnout, man.
So I'm going to flip on the fan. It's going to get a little noisy. It's going to get cold right here with the air coming through the duct. Fan comes on. We'll get it all fired up. Take a couple minutes just to get it all lined up. I'll lock it into 4th gear in this one because it's an 8-speed, and we'll get it done.
Okay, cool. Let's get it. Sounds glorious, don't you? Wheels are spinning, y'all. The wheels are spinning. almost. Do the air fuel stop. That sounded legendary as hell. Well, that's legendary. How fast you going now? That's crazy. Yo, how legendary was that though? That was big time legendary. That was a little bit more simple than just hitting the gas. You made it seem like you just hit the gas and you go, but you kind of seemed like you had a little bit of art there with it.
Yeah, you're gonna find
like a little finesse.
You're gonna find this interesting. Let me flip these bands off. I'm gonna print these out for you up on the screen. But
Okay.
the first run, the blue run, see the blue run with the great big loop right in the middle? See the blue one?
Right here.
Yeah, that spun the tires.
Wow, okay. Oh wow, even on the dyno, huh?
Yep. Spun the tires, baby. So that's why I made the second run. That's the red run.
So the second one is the red, right here?
Yes.
First is this one, second is this one?
Yep.
Okay.
The reason I did that is because I can't get a proper torque reading. The tires heat up, just like on the street.
Right.
If you get them sticky, then they heat up a little bit. They're a little cold.
Okay.
So
yeah, it is like negative 50 outside.
feels weird, huh?
Yeah, it do.
4800, we're testing the car.
All right.
Now, we'll find this interesting. I'm going to print out both these runs for you so you can see them, and I'm going to print them out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's my first dyno sheet.
Yeah, we got, this thing is getting with the program. So let me,
That's dope. What's the fastest it went though?
140.
Oh, okay.
That was fourth gear. Across the United States and Germany and the Japanese and some people that I don't even know who they are. This one is calibrated. The Dyno can calibrate every one of them. That was what we call standard corrected.
Okay.
Okay, that is corrected to, I think it's 72 degrees and 29.92. I could be off in a little bit, so when somebody on the thing goes, he's off by 3 degrees.
Yeah, because they'll do that. Them internet trolls something else, man.
So here's your SAE uncorrected. That's what it actually does if you don't take in consideration.
So all those are the different readings, all those things in that tab?
It just changes what the car sees with this box.
Right.
It does the correction in the computer to the different standards. So we go to this, which is, I believe, JIN is or JIS is the Japanese interpretation of the world.
So JIS is Japanese.
And it just changes these numbers down here a little bit to whatever they do.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is saying it got 619 torque.
Same run. Yep. Same run. 689 horse. But now
just
watch.
broke it down
now
from
watch.
Japanese interpret.
Just a different scale. We'll go back to the standard where it was, because that's where we started this mess.
Okay.
So now instead of 689, it shows 706 horse at the wheels.
It's 634
It's
torque.
just the correction factor.
Okay.
Some guys are like, you should have used SAE corrected. Fine, I'll print that thing out.
Right.
Too.
They're all right there for different readings.
So yeah, so we in the Midwest usually use the SAE correction factor. It takes it down to a little bit lower standard. That's what everybody uses in Detroit. The guys in Texas, the guys in Florida, the guys in California, they like to use standard corrected because it gives you a higher number. Right. It's the same run.
Right.
So I'm going to give you both. That
okay.
Somebody says, well, what the hell, man? You used the frickin' standard corrected. You should have used the one for frickin', the thing for Japan.
Right.
I got it. It's my fault. So I'm going to print the one out for the SA, which is a little bit lower.
Okay.
Still the same run. Doesn't matter. Making way too much power. We're good. Here's your air fuel. It goes into, this is called power enrichment mode when it gets set up correctly. This is 13.0 to 1.
All right.
Okay, so it's running a little bit lean. That's the cold air intake that you did, which is okay.
Okay.
It's a little bit lean for what I like to see. When we tune it, we're going to kind of fatten it up just a little bit.
Okay.
Fuel's cheap. Motors are really expensive. Here's your torque line. Comes up in flat lines. Okay. And here's your horsepower. Now, as I told you before, horsepower is just the ability to do work over a given time. It's a simple formula. Everybody makes such a big deal about it. I don't care. So it's RPM times the torque.
Right.
Divided by the constant of 5250. They just came up with this. I didn't do it. I've done it 10 years ago. And then that feeds you back a number. So you're always, if you've got a legitimate sheet, they will always cross at 5250.
Right.
That is a mathematical equation that has to be. When you see a dyno sheet that does not cross, it's been faked up.
See, you know, it's crazy. He been putting me on game with this because there's so many different readings that you could do with the dyno. Somebody, like, on one sheet, it might say 600, but if you do a different reading in somewhere where you're not really at, or, you know, then it says like 200 more, 100 more, and so people can lie like that.
Don't try to cheat that far. They want to cheat just enough to beat the next guy to bring in the business.
Okay.
So if you come out and give the guy, like, you know, yours is 700 horsepower, right?
Right.
Some guy will go, okay, all we gotta do is now fake it up to go 710. We're the big cheater on the block.
Yeah.
I'm old, so I've got these things. They're called cheater glasses.
All right.
Someday your fans will need them too. Yeah. All right, so let's go into this shows the SAE correction right here.
Okay.
This is the one that everybody uses out of Dodge and everything else that goes with it.
Right.
Here's your maximum power. Made 683 horse at the wheels, 601 foot-pounds of torque. This is the second run where the tires did not spin.
Okay.
Okay. So we figure a 20% loss from the engine to the wheels through the drivetrain and everything else. Could it be off by 1%? Sure. We don't care because this is just our baseline.
Right.
Okay. So what you do is you take this number, 683, and divide it by 0.80 because that's 20% less.
Okay.
So we are currently making 853 horse at the crank. I know that's a big number.
I was gonna say that's a lot.
They've been overperforming a lot.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
They're making them faster. Now I did run this car up at 190 degrees. I didn't go to the full 210 because you're watching filming. I'm like, yeah, let's just do it.
Yeah.
So that makes 601 torque. 601.
Okay. 601.
So divided by 0.80 again, 751 foot-pounds. That's why it spins the tires.
Right. That's the fun part, though.
Right. Now, interesting. With a cold air intake, I know when I've done these before, the air fuel always stays down to 11.8 to 12.0 to 1. Okay. And that's where we run them also with supercharged stuff. The extra fuel tends to cool them just a little bit, make sure they stay alive. This one now is going down. Here's your 13.0 to 1 line. Blink, 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 blink. Easy for the eye to see on the printout. That's what we put it there. So this one's actually running just a touch lean for what I'd like to see, but the car does have all kinds of protection, stuff like that. When we tune it, we're going to change it and fatten it up a little bit. So there's that's the other run that spun the tires. Now this is standard corrected. Now every one of my dynos, I'll show you this side by side. The very bottom here, it shows you the run file, the date it was done, the time, the conditions in the cell, the correction factor that was done on standard. Standard is also up here also.
Right.
So when you see one, the smoothing factor means the drum is spinning over so fast, sometimes you get a little bit of a shaky line. It automatically just interpolates and gives you a nice flat line like this.
Okay.
So it's easier to read.
Okay, well there you go, man. That's all the dyno information,
That's
man.
it.
That's crazy. All the different readings, all the different stuff. I'm learning a lot, man. Bart's helped me out a lot, man.
All right.
If you want to get your car done, man, you want to get some stuff done, come up here to High Tech Motorsports, man, and talk to Bart, man. Call up here. Give me your number again, Bart.
763-712-9088.
And you see how patient Bart is with me, man? He like actually, a lot of people, if you don't know, they just be like, oh man, this guy don't know nothing, get him out of here. This guy actually is taking his time, breaking it down, teaching me and teaching y'all at home who might not know all this stuff too. So y'all learning along with me, man. Y'all get to be along with me for this whole transition, man. I appreciate you, Bart.
Thank you.
My man.
Good to see you again.
All right, baby, we back. We in the Hellcats, man. Let's put this thing in drive and let's go, man. First dyno day is complete, man. Just leaving High Tech Motorsports. Shout out to them again, man. If you want anything done, these the guys, man. I rock with them heavily. They, like I said, they take their time, they patient, they break it down for you if you don't understand it. And if you do understand it, hell, you in your perfect realm right there, man. And holler at them, and y'all can talk that conversation. But I got to get in the loop so I can stay in the loop and have that conversation as well, man. But this was a legendary day, man. Just did my first day on the dyno, man. How legendary is that? Y'all want to hear the supercharger one? Here we go, look. It's still hella cold outside, so I can't go too crazy. But that was just a barely a tap on the pedal, man. Y'all hear that thing screaming real loud, man. But, man, without further ado, this video is over. It's done. Nothing really else to talk about, man. I'll holler at you on the next video, man.